Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm introducing first, Special K, Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world. Connor, the Destroyer benn, one of those must-see type of fighters coming out of the UK. The famous son of a legend who's beating his own path.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner,
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this show. They ring the bell and here we go. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. It's all offense all the time. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice exchange here from both men. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
Let's talk about Brook in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That uppercut doesn't land. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Just misses that uppercut. Stumbling around and pop. The special one goes to the canvas.
Oh, he's down, he's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's talk about Rook in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be considering that round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Perfect punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. No rest for the weary. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner has to stop the fight for this fighter because he's not going to lay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Rook in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Do you believe what we're seeing? The jab doesn't quite connect. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Sometimes when you get in there with some...
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Good counter punch. Talk about Rook in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it up, get on with the job.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. They ring the bell and here we go. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. And how are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to finish the round. Don't get in there. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head for it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That's another scoring shot. As we enter the final range of this bout, Johnny, what have you seen so far?
Power, my mind, they won't die. That might be the equalizer.
It's fight like a little closer than I thought. Good thing it didn't land.
Skill, tap, 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 tap. That's that match made in heaven.
Confidence build when your opponent hits you with their best shot and you walk right through.
Middleweight always gives us a class. You've got two classic middleweight fighters. You are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. Would just say Marvel.
Harry comes in for a round with 10 seconds left. The referee thinking right now.
No, he's hurt him. Look at him. That back went. It's completely. Did you see that?
Talk about Brooke in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different?
Being in fights like that, when you come up now, ring away, you walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brooke in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Swing and a miss for that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
It's bombs away. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Missing with the hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Are we about to see a first-round knockout?
These days, where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should...
Talk about Brook in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Fantastic punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Brooke in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Just misses with that jab. A very competitive round here so far. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good one. That jab doesn't find a home. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brooke in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Oh my goodness, so that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
That jab misses. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he just misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
No rest for the weary. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Can't land that jab. So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.